Thank you, Chairman. Thanks to the witnesses. Mr. Kemkar, the IG interviewed you in July 2010, and according to the IG's interview summary, you said you did not know who drafted the executive summary, just that it was the result of a lot of back and forth between the department and the White House staff, such as Joe Audi, but that you did the final review of the White House edits containing the inaccurate peer review language. Is that accurate?
Yes, I told the interviewers from the Inspector General's office.
Do you feel any responsibility for causing the confusion about the moratorium and whether the peer reviewers supported it?
Sir, as I read that document, I did not read it the way that the peer reviewers did. The language in that in the report itself, the text of it says the recommendations contained in this report.
So your
I've
answer
been really
is
familiar with the report, and
your answer is no. You don't feel any responsibility for causing any of the confusion.
Sitting here today, I of course can see how they've made themselves clear how they can see it. When I read it at that time, I didn't see it that way.
So your answer is you think it might be possible that.
I'm sorry.
So your answer is you think it might be possible that you helped to create the confusion?
No, sir. What I'm saying is at that time, I didn't read it that way.
Okay.
Sitting here today, after seeing the way the NAE experts reacted, I can see what they're saying.
Well, you've certainly got me confused. Given your involvement in preparing the drilling moratorium report and given your awareness of Mary Kendall's involvement, you were in a unique position to assist the IG's investigation. What was your reaction to learning that the IG was conducting an investigation, given your awareness of Mary Kendall's participation in meetings and access to the drafts leading up to the final report?
I was contacted by representatives from the Office of the Inspector General who informed me that they were conducting an investigation, asked for an interview, which I granted with two agents, I think Agent Humbert and another agent.
During that interview, did you discuss Mary Kendall's participation with the IG investigators?
I'm sorry, Mary Kendall's participation in what, sir?
Participation in the meetings and access to the drafts leading up to the final report.
No.
Do you think Ms. Kendall should have recused her office from investigating?
I have no opinion on that.
Okay. Did you have any discussions with Steve Black or anyone else about their interviews with the IG's investigators?
The way it happened is they asked me for an interview, and I granted it, and I spoke to them directly.
Now, according to the IG interview summary, you discussed having email exchanges with White House officials on Carol Browner's staff discussing the edits in the draft report. Did you discuss providing these documents to the IG?
They did not request the documents.
Did the IG so the IG never requested the documents. Did you offer them?
Yes, I said I had the documents, and yeah, sure, I did.
Would these documents or others have corroborated your statements to the IG that the edits were not intentional?
Yes.
And were there any communications with anyone else outside of the department discussing the moratorium or edits to the report, including OMB? And did you or anyone else receive edits from OMB?
I'm sorry. Oh, just to the last question, I believe the department did receive edits from OMB. Yes.
I understand that you've been on detail from the department to the White House serving as a climate change policy expert, and you played a central role in developing the drilling report. Were you at the department or at the White House at the time of the committee's April 2011 request?
It would depend on the date of the request. I began my detail in May. Actually, I began my detail in May 2011, so I guess I was still at the department.
So you would have been there.
I would have been at the department in April 2011, okay. On detail in May 2011.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Sure.
When were you made aware of the committee's April 2011 document request?
Yeah, I can't say with any certainty, but within weeks after the request, probably.
Were you ever asked to search for or collect documents for this investigation, or did the department somehow collect them in your absence?
I have not been involved in the document production for this request.
And did you ever take notes at any meetings where the drilling report or the moratorium was discussed?
The department has access to all my records.
Okay. Were these identified in the search, your notes?
Again, I have not been involved with the document production request. Here's a fact witness today, so I really couldn't speak to what has been identified and what hasn't.
And just briefly, finally, have you ever deleted any emails or other documents concerning the moratorium or the drilling report?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.